neuroscience tip of the day, being good at your job is not enough. You also need to be liked by your colleagues, which is as important or maybe even more important than the competencies that you bring to your role. The reason for this is because we as humans process the warmth that we feel when we meet somebody else before we start assessing competence. So before somebody starts evaluating your level of competence, they are evaluating how safe they feel around you, because that's survival instincts, of course. And so when you're thinking about building relationships with colleagues, keep that in mind. If you are liked, you are going to go so much further. For example, I recently went to a company on-site and I received an award called President's Club, which is, for those of you who don't know, in tech sales, an award for high performers, top performers, where we get to go on a really fancy trip together. But really the award itself wasn't the true reward for my work. It was the cheering and the claps of all of my colleagues around me that genuinely seemed excited to see me win that award. That meant the most to me. That was the true reward, because I felt like I was surrounded by a room full of people that I have touched in some way, shape, or form throughout my time at the company. And that is just one example of how building champions within your organization through your colleagues is really important. They'll root for you behind the scenes, they'll advocate for you when you're not in the room, and this is really important to your career growth. If you don't do this, if you aren't well liked, and if you don't take the time to foster those relationships and build those connections with your colleagues, you are putting a ceiling or a cap on the potential success you can have in your career.